Oh, then I thought you were traveling.
Gee, Marj, but I reached in time, so I just came on. Sorry about that.
Oh, wow. Supersonic. Very good.
Yes.
Very good. All right.
Yeah, Jim.
Vandeham. All right. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Tam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagarita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsha Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunditam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaye Tadalaye Krishnaye Krishnavaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashta Prayeshu Abhatreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtiki Tada Rajastamo Bhava Kamalobhadayasche Chete Ter Anavidham Stitam Sattve Prasidati. First of all, offer my millions of obeisances to lotus feet of Asmati Guru Pad Padma Nitala Prashtajat Guru Shishmat Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Offer obeisances to lotus feet of Purindi Sannyasi Shishmat Bhakti Vedanta Dandi Maharaj Namnishta Santa Shri Anuruddha Guruji. All the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas who are gathered here, please accept my humble obeisances. So here, uh, discussing Jaiva Dharma, consequently, bhaktas who have taken shelter of Bhagavan are not required to perform the Shraddha ceremony and other karma kind activities meant for gaining release from the debt to one's forefathers. Bhutapta, the last verse, Devarshi Bhutapta Nrunam Pitrunam Nakinkaro Nayam Nunicharajan Tapulaya Sharanam Sharanyam Gato Gunputya Kartam. O king, when a human being gives up the ego of independence from Bhagavan and takes full shelter of Sri Mukunda, as the supreme refuge, he is released from his debt to the Devas. Hmm. And the sages and the general living entities, family members, mankind, and to the forefathers. Such a devotee no longer remains subordinate to such personalities, nor is he bound to their service. Understand? So this is the whole point actually. We are indebted to many living entities. We are indebted to many living entities. No one can deny that. When I remember my father, I remember how much he was very kind to me always, and he always helped me. Purchase me this, purchase me that. Mother also cooking so many types of foodstuffs. And then what happened? I came to Krishna consciousness. So my mother kind of, little disappointed because she said very good girls were there. You could have married them. You could have, you got many children, big house, good job, and you have kind of wasted our this opportunity. You become a sadhu. So she could not understand the importance of being a sadhu, but certainly I am indebted to her. Understand? We are most indebted to our mother, then when we are indebted to our father. We are indebted to other living entities like a tailor who stitches clothes. So we are indebted to even doctor uh, who cures us. So we are indebted to these living entities. We are indebted to sages. For example, Vishwamitra, who gave us the Gayatri mantra. We are indebted to him. We are indebted to Vyasadeva. Mm. He gave us Bhagavatam. We are we are indebted to Indra, gives rain. Varuna, who manages the oceans. We are indebted to the moon god, gives us moonshine, uh, which nourishes the plants and herbs. Uh, Pushnami Chaudhary Sarva Soma Bhutwara Satna. We are indebted to sun god, who gives us light and heat and overall protection. So just the list goes on. We are intended to win God for giving us oxygen. So how can we absolve forefathers also? I remember my forefathers left some property for me. This body is also due to the forefathers, because if they would not have reproduced, how I could have taken birth. So we are indebted to forefathers. Other living entities, we are indebted to them, like a donkey carrying bricks. In India, you might have seen donkeys carrying bricks in a small bylanes of Mathura or Vrindavan, where no tractor can enter, no truck can enter, no other carriage can enter, but donkeys maneuver through those small paths. We went to Vaishno Devi, uh, and Vaishno Devi, very famous temple actually. And there you'll see Khachar. Now, Khachars are actually the mules, basically. They carry the people up. Vaishno Devi, you'll see that actually, how they are mules in Vaishno Devi. This actually, this goddess was actually ferocious, but because when Vaishno refused to eat, uh, Vaishno refused to eat because there was so much animals were slaughtered there, so she became Vaishnavi. So you see, there are a lot of mules out there. Vaishno Devi is a very tough climb, and the mules take us up for darshan of the deity of Vaishno Devi, who's actually goddess, who's a Vaishnavi now. So we are indebted to these mules because the mules is actually cross between a horse and a donkey, either way. So they have the strength of a, you see, when our Prime Minister, maybe, Narendra Modi also on a mule, is going to Vaishno Devi. Narendra Modi is also there on the top of a mule. So it's a very tough climb actually. Now they have started the in Vaishno Devi the ropes and the train actually, aerial train in Vaishno Devi. Once I went in the cold season and I walked without taking assistance of mule. So it was quite my feet were hurting like anything. But now they have been trying a rope train. You might have seen this one, rope train. So this is a very famous place in Vaishno. Recently, some people died there actually. Um, there was actually too many people and there was a stampede. So they started a rope train like this. So no mules, no need. You pay some money. Rupees 100 for round trip. So this is way up in the mountains. Way up in the mountains. Quite difficult actually. It's freezing cold because it's in Jammu, not in Kashmir, but Jammu. So anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that we are indebted to many living entities like mules and horses. So how to get rid of that debt? Then Devarshi Bhutapta Nunam Pitrunam Nayam Kinkaro Ranim Charaja. So you are indebted, but then you get rid of all the debt in one shot. You get rid of all the debt in one shot. How? Surrender to Krishna. Uh, you surrender to Krishna, that's it, and you are okay. Uh, in one thing you do properly, you surrender to Krishna and Gurudev, chant Hare Krishna mantra, your Gayatri mantras properly, and do every activities for service of Krishna. You are no more indebted to them. So consequently, the bhaktas who have taken shelter of Bhagwan are not required to perform the Shraddha ceremony and other karma kind activities meant for gaining release from the debt to other forefathers. Now, generally speaking, you are supposed to do Shraddha. Where the Shraddha is done, last time also I had told, Shraddha has to be done in Gaya. Gaya is the footprint of Lord Vishnu, and there you do the Shraddha in Gaya. So a lot of people, they go there and they see some Western devotees also, you see, they are doing Shraddha there to their forefathers. So this is Shraddha is a very, otherwise you get some So Gaya, there is a river called Falgu River, and they perform this particular satisfy the forefathers. Shraddha. It is called Shraddha ceremony. Gaya, actually, footprints of Lord Vishnu are there, so the Shraddha is done there. But you are not actually indebted to anyone, and even Shraddha also, we do the Shraddha also, like offering. What is Shraddha for Vaishnavas? The Shraddha for Vaishnavas is actually offering Krishna Prasad. This is actually the perfect Shraddha for Vaishnavas. Alright? No need of Shraddha, no other thing is required. You offer Krishna Prasad. Sripad Danti Maharaj, what he does, he puts the picture of deceased person uh, before fire sacrifice. Before sacrifice. So, the Agnihotra, he puts a picture and he performs Agnihotra. That is also sacrifice. So, anyway, generally other karma kanda is not required. So they are instructed to worship Bhagwan, to offer Bhagwan Prasad to the forefathers and to honor Bhagavad Prasad with their friends and relatives. Nayaratne is asking, at what point does one obtain the position and eligibility to act in this way? Vaishnadas. It is the prerogative of a Vaishnava to act in this way, and one becomes eligible from the time that one awakens faith in Harikatha and Harinam. It is said in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 20th chapter, 9th verse. तावत् कर्माणि कुर्वीत निर्विद्येत यावता मत्कथा श्रवणादौ वा श्रद्धा यावन्न जायते. So it is told that two things are required: faith in narrations of Bhagwan. You develop that faith, uh, and faith in chanting the holy names. So if you have these two things, faith in narrations of Bhagwan and faith in chanting of the holy names, then you can give up all these rituals. No need of performing Shraddha for you. But tavat karmani kurvita nirvidyata yavata mat katha shranadava shraddha yavanna jayate. First, you have to develop faith in narrations of Bhagwan. Number two, you must develop faith in chanting the holy names. And if you have not developed this faith, then you can simply perform these ritualist activities. But once you have developed this faith, no need to perform these activities. So you have to see where you stand. One is obliged to engage in karma and to follow the rules and prohibitions associated with the path as long as one has not awakened detachment from fruitive activities and the results of such activities, such as promotion to the celestial planets. For example, in India, my father passed away. The first thing we did, we shaved the head. All right, we shaved the head. The second thing we did, 13-day mourning period, compulsory mourning period. So during that time, we observed taking bath and twice, thrice, not going to anyone's house, cooking the havishan, eating cooked food. Cooked food means basically millets like these, or sampal and dal, simple prasadam during that time. So these things, and then 13-day big feast. Is big feast is offered to the Bhagwan and to demigods and all the brahmanas, and then we are considered to be. And then every Shraddha Paksha, there is one Amavasya called Sarva Pitri Amavasya. So if you don't know exact Sarva Pitri Amavasya, if you don't know exact time when your forefather left, then they may have died in the jungle, unknown circumstances. So then you perform Shraddha on this particular Amavasya, then it is considered all the forefathers are satisfied. So all these things are rituals, understand. But once you develop faith in the holy name, then no need of worrying over this. You can do it to satisfy the world, to society, so that they don't criticize you, but no need to do them actually. Harinam and Harikatha will do everything, understand. Um, but Harikatha is very powerful. When I try to speak Harikatha, sleep comes. Otherwise, gossiping, no sleep will come. So when you speak Harikatha, oh, yawning. Immediately yawning, sleep will come. Someone was asking a doctor, Doctor, I cannot fall asleep. He said, turn on Harikatha. You just try it, You start tape of Bhagavatam, Srila Gurudev's tape or Patanjali Maharaj tape, And immediately yawn and fall asleep. Very deep sleep will come. That is the old trick. Actually, what's happening is that when we are chanting the holy name, all the scenes are coming out. Scenes are coming out of our system. So Gurudev used to say that when your loud kirtan is going on, during loud kirtan, do not sleep and do not stop chanting, because when loud kirtan is going on, you should also join, because scenes will come out from the mouths of everyone. So scenes, everyone is releasing the scenes from their mouth, and they are just coming out of everyone's system, and they will enter your body uh, if you don't chant during that time. They will straight enter into your body. You will be recipient of all the scenes of all the chanters. So, but if you are clapping and chanting, then they will go somewhere else. Understand? So that's why when we are hearing Harikatha, when we are speaking Harikatha, when we are chanting the holy name, so many sins are coming out of our system. That's why sleep may come. That's why Srila Gurudev used to do some kirtan. He used to do kirtan so people will not fall asleep. So Naharatma is telling, mm, I am delighted to hear your explanations. Seeing your scholarship and fine discrimination, my faith has now been awakened in Vaishnava Dharma. My brother Harihar, there is no profit in debating any further. These Vaishnavas are great teachers among Panditas. They are exceedingly expert in extracting the conclusions of all the Shastras. We may say whatever we like to preserve our occupation, but it is highly doubtful whether anyone has ever appeared in the land of Bengal or in all of India for that matter who can compare with such a renowned scholar and exalted Vaishnava as Nimai Pandit. Let us go. The day is waning and it will be difficult to cross the Ganga after dark. Yeah. So basically, the Vaishnavas, they have discrimination. What is discrimination? They can see, for example, you take water and you take milk. So once this is some solution. Now this solution is inseparable. For modern scientists, no scientist, even Nobel laureate can separate water and milk once they are mixed together. But there is a bird actually. That bird is called swan. The swan, Rajhamsa, Rajhamsa is actually a great bird. He can separate milk from water. If you give that bird the solution, he will only drink milk, and water he will leave behind. Understand? He will leave behind the water. So this swan, actually, you might have heard the airline Lufthansa. Once, first I went to America, I went with this Lufthansa. So actually, you'll see that this Hansa, this word comes in Lufthansa. It's a very famous airline. So you can see that this particular Lufthansa, and you see that their emblem is also a swan. The emblem is also swan. Very good airline actually, Lufthansa, American, German airline. So you see that this is the Lufthansa airline, and so the point I am making is that many words from Sanskrit, they are there actually, and Lufthansa. So Hansa is one bird who can separate the milk from water. So that is called discrimination. What is soul and what is matter, and what is permanent? This discrimination. What is permanent and what is impermanent? Uh, so this is the thing. What is permanent and what is impermanent? That That is called discrimination. Those who have developed this discrimination, they are intelligent, and others are fools. Understand? So, anyways, no one is bigger than Nimai Pandit. Why the name Nimai has come? Nimai means he is born under neem tree. This tree is actually, those who have come to India, they would have seen this tree. That this tree is the uh, most powerful tree actually for skin diseases. This is actually this is the skin diseases. This is a very good tree actually. Margosa. This tree is also called Margosa. Like Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that these are the neem fruit, which are very bitter. So those who are not Rasika, they will not relish Chaitanya Charitamrita or Jaiva Dharma because they are like crows. The crows eat neem fruit. One of them, the cuckoo bird. Cuckoo bird will eat what will eat? The cuckoo bird will eat mango fruit, very ripe fruit they eat. But cuckoo is a very clever bird. Lays eggs. Where? In crow's nest. So this cuckoo bird will lay eggs in crow's nest, and crow will hatch the eggs for cuckoo bird. Very intelligent bird. But sings in the fifth note. This bird could sing in the fifth note. Now 26 January will come next month. What is 26 January? Vasanta Ratu, Vasanta Panchami will come, right? Vasanta Panchami. So on Vasanta Panchami onwards, the cuckoo bird will start singing coo, coo, like this. There are actually 7 notes in Sanskrit in music. The sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. So sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni. So here, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. So like this, these actually um, 7 notes of music. You can see Krishna used to sing in the fifth note, uh, and Gopis used to sing in the seventh note. They were going one higher. So these are the Indian scale. These are the swaras, and they are actually referring to different birds, and then they are actually called Shadaja, Rishabha, uh, Gandhar, Madhyama, Panchama, and Dhaivata and Nishad. So these are all the 5 particular melody, this thing. And in Gita Govinda also it is told that which birds and which animals actually sing this. So like this. So the Vasanta Panchami, the cuckoo bird will start singing, but the cuckoo bird will eat mango fruit. So cuckoo bird is actually very intelligent. So devotees are compared to the cuckoo birds, and they are relish the sweet pastimes of Sri Krishna, Harikatha. And non-devotees, they never relish Krishna's pastimes. They are only interested in newspapers and mundane gossip magazines and whatnot. So they are considered the crows. They are compared to the crows because crows eat very rotten foodstuffs and also neem fruit. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is telling that non-devotees who are like crows, they will never eat, never relish Chaitanya Charitamrita. But devotees who are like cuckoo birds will release this Chaitanya Charitamrita. Understand? So, anyways, Nimai Pandit was a great Rasik Vaishnava. He was Krishna himself in the mood of Radharani. So, Naratna and his group of teachers departed calling out, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. The Vaishnavas then began to dance and chant, Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana. So, yeah, this chapter, 10th chapter of Jaiva has ended now. Now we are beginning the 11th chapter. Surprising that we are proceeding slow but steady. Nitya Dharma and idolatry. Now, Nitya Dharma means or written religion, idolatry. Like in many Indians, they see idol of Krishna. They say like this. When Dandi Maharaj sees this word idol, He becomes very angry. He says, no, we are not worshipping idol. We are worshipping deity. Understand? We are not worshipping the idol. We are worshipping the deity of Krishna. Krishna is Krishna is present there because there was actually one Muslim man, and my friend met him in Pakistan, and he said that why you worship the deity of Krishna, or is it not stone or clay? Why you worship the stone and clay deities of Krishna? What is the use? Then my friend took a piece of paper and he said, all right. And he just dropped it on the ground. He said, step on this piece of paper. Then that Muslim man stepped on that piece of paper. Then he took another piece of paper and wrote on that, Allahu Akbar. He wrote like these words. Means God is great. God is great. When he wrote this in Arabic language, Allahu Akbar, and he said, now you step on this one. And he said, no, I wouldn't step on it. The name of God is inscribed on it. So then my Hindu friend told that when we carve the deity of Krishna and we consecrate it with the mantra, that is called Prana Pratishtha. Something called Prana Pratishtha. Shipa Dandi Maharaj did the Prana Pratishtha in Hosur temple. So I'll send you the picture also. So when you do the Prana Pratishtha, uh, Prana Pratishtha, when you do, actually, you'll see that the prana has come, the life has come in the deity. Understand? So after Prana Pratishtha, the deity is not considered anymore the statue, but actually Vigraha. What does Vigraha means? V means Vishesha Rupena. Is accepting service in a special manner. Grahayati, accepting. When we are accepting our service in a very special manner, that is called Vigraha. Vishesh Rupena Grahayati iti Vigraha. So we are saying Shri Vigraha Radhana Nityanana Shrungaratan Mandira Marjana. So deity is worshipped with 16 different types of paraphernalia. We give Achaman. Achaman means mouth, water to rinse, mouth, padya, footbath water. Then we give them punarachamaniam, again mouthwash, then flowers, lamp. These are all different types of incense. So all these things should be offered. So basically, in we call agarbatti, incense, like this. So we have to worship the deity like that. We are not worshipping an idol. We are worshipping the deity. We are not idolaters. So we are. Don't think that Vaishnavas are actually idolaters. They are not. We are deity worshippers. We are deity worshippers. So that is the. Don't think we are worshipping idol, Bhutaparasta. So on the western bank of the Bhagirathi, in the Koladip district of Navadip, there is a famous village named Kulia Paharpur at the time of Sriman Mahaprabhu, a highly respected, influential Vaishnava named Sri Madhav Das Chattopadhyay, also known as Chakori Chattopadhyay, lived in that village. Chakori Chattopadhyay had a son named Srila Vanshivadananda Thakur. So we were talking about western bank, western bank of Bhagirathi. So Ganga has two banks. So on the eastern bank, Mahaprabhu was born. So Mahaprabhu was born, and that is on the eastern bank. And we sing na Kiba Jayo Jayo Gora Chande Arati Ko Sobha Janavi Tatavani Jagamana Loha. Jannavi Tate. Jannavi means the name of Ganga. So you know this Janna Rishi. Jandu Rishi, his daughter is Jannavi Devi. So Jandu Rishi accepted Ganga as his daughter. So she called Jannavi. She is also called Bhagirathi because there was a great king by the name Bhagirath. In order to deliver his forefathers, he brought this river. So the river has got another name, Bhagirathi. Like in India, we sing one song. जय गंगे जय भागीरथी जय जय राम दाशरथी. We call him Dasharathi. Dasharathi means the son of Dashrath Maharaj. Son of Dashrath Maharaj is called Dasharathi. Ram is Dasharathi and Ganga is Bhagirathi. Because Bhagirath brought Ganga, so she called Bhagirathi. And Ram is brought to this world by Dashrath Maharaj, by his penance, by his bhakti. So Ram is the Bhagirathi. Jai Gange, Jai Bhagirathi, Jai Jai Ram Dashrathi. So on the western bank, there is a Kola Deep. The word Kola actually means the Varahadev. Varahadev, this word Kola comes from the Varahadev, the boar incarnation of God. So that's Kola Deep. There is one famous village named Kulia Paharpur. Kulia. Now, Kulia is the name in Bengali language. Bengali people cannot say Koladip, so they say call it Kulia. It is actually vernacular. Vernacular and also corrupted form. Kulia, Paharpur. Pahar means actually again a mountain. Pahar means actually mountain because it's a hidden Govardhan. What is Koladip? It is hidden Govardhan. Because entire Brajamandal is present in Navadvip, but in a topsy-turvy manner. So it is cannot, unless you are very expert, you cannot understand what is Navadvip is same as Vrindavan. You cannot understand it. At the time of Srimad Mahaprabhu, a highly respected and influential Vaishnava named Sri Madhav Das Chattopadhyay. Chattopadhyay means a Brahmin person. Chakauri Chattopadhyay. His nickname was Chakauri, but he was named Sri Madhav Das. And he had a son named Sri Bamshi Badanananda Das Thakur. By the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Bamshi Badanananda had tremendous power and authority. Everyone addressed him as Vamshi Vadanananda Prabhu because they regarded him as an incarnation of Krishna's flute. He was renowned as a special recipient of Sri Vishnu Priya's mercy. Understand? So you see that Krishna, he always carry flute. Means how to identify Krishna? He has a flute. So that's why Krishna's name is Vamshi Vadana. Vamshi Vadana. Vadana means Vamshi Vadana means actually a mouth. Flute is always on his mouth, so Vamshi plus Vadana becomes flute on his mouth, Krishna. So Vamshi has many other synonyms. It is called Murali. But Murali may be a little long. And then there is Venu. Venu may be a little short. Bhakti, Venu, Vamshi, Murali, but there are maybe three different instruments. Their exact dimensions, the holes, they have, how many holes they have, the length, the distance between the holes, all these things are described elaborately in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So Vamshi Vadananda was incarnation of flute because in Vaikuntha everything is sentient. The flute there is also sentient. Vaikunthera Prithvi Adi Sakala Chinmaya. When you say Sanskrit, Chinmaya. English is sentient. So in Vaikuntha everything is sentient. So the flute is also having a life there. And the same flute incarnated as Vamshi Vadananda Thakur. And he was actually a recipient of Vishnu Priya's mercy. Who was Vishnu Priya? Vishnu Priya will be explained that she is Krishna's Swarup Shakti, Mahaprabhu's Swarup Shakti, and she is the embodiment of Navada Bhakti. 9 types of devotional service. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Bhakti. So that Vishnu Priya, who actually at the age of 16 had to experience separation from her husband. And she did intense bhajan, chanting 2 lakh holy names every day. 2 lakh means actually how much? 128 rounds every day she she used to chant. Quite a difficult task. And eating very frugally. She'd take 1 grain of rice, chant one Mahamantra with tears in her eyes. And uh, then she used to keep that grain aside with tears in her eyes, repeating in her tears, and cooking that and offering to Thakurji, Mahaprabhu, like that. Then honoring little bit of that rice and chanting so much Harinam. No one can do like this. No Jiva can do like this. She was such an advanced Vaishnavi. Understand? So after Sri Priyaji's disappearance, Vamshi Prabhu transferred the deity whom she had worshipped from Sri Mayapur to Kulia Pahar. And his descendants carried out the service of this deity for some time after that. However, when his descendants obtained the mercy of Sri Jannama Mata and moved from Kulia Paharpur to Sripat Bhaghanapara, the worship of the deity was continued in Kulia Gram by the Sevites from Malancha. So Kulyagram, so Vishnupriya, she's actually had a deity. Vishnupriya's deity, maybe you can see this picture of on YouTube, on the Google. Vishnupriya Mahaprabhu, Sonar Gauranga, or some deity like this. Our Parikrama party may not go, but some devotees definitely go there. And this is the Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu temple. So Vishnupriya Devi's worshipful deity, Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu, that is what they say. So Gaur Vishnupriya's deity, Dhameshwar Mahadev, this is Vishnupriya. She was very young age, she became, separated from her husband, but she continued the worship of this deity of Mahaprabhu. So this is the Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu. So this deity was worshipped by Vishnupriya, but Vamshibadananda Prabhu brought it to he brought it to Koladdeep, and then since that this worship is going on. This is where the marriage is taking place between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai Pandit, and Vishnu Priya. So this is Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu. This is the deity of Vishnu Priya worship. Understand? She was a great devotee. And you see here, actually, this is a type of this is called Gauranagri Vada. They are just decorating Gauranga and Vishnupriya like Radha Krishna. And we don't have that mood that Radha. We don't so much made it on Mahaprabhu's conjugal pastimes as much as we made it on Radha Krishna's conjugal pastimes. We serve only Mahaprabhu, not in conjugal love. Understand? We go Mahaprabhu, it will be discussed further that Mahaprabhu should be served in the mood of dasya. That's all. You don't go beyond that mood. We don't have other melos like conjugal melo with Mahaprabhu. That's absolutely not allowed. No conjugal melo with Mahaprabhu. No Sakhya also. You cannot have Sakhya with Mahaprabhu. And no Vatsalya also. These three melos are forbidden with Mahaprabhu. Understand? Only one melo is there with Mahaprabhu, that is Dasya. But Krishna, yes. Krishna you can serve in all these melos. Krishna is absolutely no problem. Krishna is fine. But in Mahaprabhu only Dasya. Krishna conjugal Sakhya, Vatsalya, Dasya. Dasya is rare in actually Krishna's. But you can if you want, but Shanta and all. But mainly conjugal Sakhya and Vatsalya is a prominent melos with Krishna. But Mahaprabhu only one melo Dasya. Now once you develop Dasya for Mahaprabhu, what will happen? Automatically you will develop conjugal mood for Krishna. Understand? So you'll once you have this particular mood for Mahaprabhu, once you develop Dasya for Mahaprabhu, then what will happen? You will develop conjugal mood for Krishna. Immediately you will develop that. You don't have to endeavor separately. As soon as you develop Dasya mood of servitorship for Mahaprabhu, you will develop conjugal mood for Krishna. Alright? So, Kulyagram is situated on the opposite side of the Ganga from Prachin, old Navadvip. And at that time included many small settlements along with Chinadanga and a few other were quite famous. Once a devotee merchant in Chinadanga arranged a spiritual festival in the temple of Kulia Paharpur and issued invitations to many Brahman Panditas and all the Vaishnavas within the 32 square mile circumference of Navadvip. On the day of the festival, the Vaishnavas came from all directions, each accompanied by their own entourage. Shri Anandadas came from Shri Narsingapalli. Gorachand Babaji came from Shri Mayapur. Now, Narsingapalli is the place Narsingadev he took rest after killing Narsingadev. So he took rest there. So that's why Narsingapalli, there is a very wonderful temple of Shri Narsingadev, and we actually many times experience many obstacles in our bhakti line. Understand? So Narsingapalli, this deity, which is self-manifest deity, no one carved it actually. So this Narsingapalli, this deity is worshipped, and very difficult actually during parikrama to have darshan because there is so much rush out there. So I never actually had chance to see deity very quietly. It's a small temple and very powerful deity. So you see that all the Vaishnavas they visit this Narsingadev. Now you'll see that actually we don't worship so much other incarnations. Other incarnations we respect them, but not so much worship is done. But Narsingadev we specifically sing their song and we glorify him because Narsingadev will not obstruct our Swarupa. Understand? So our Swarupa or our nature, which is developing Manjari Bhava and all, he will not obstruct that. So he will always, actually, obstruction he will not cause. No obstruction. So Narsingadev is like that. He is never causing any obstruction to the devotee Swarupa. If Rama's devotee, he says, go ahead, worship Ram. I will support you, I will remove your obstacles. If you're a Krishna devotee, Narsingadev will also bless you. Okay, you will get your Swarupa as a Krishna's devotee. Don't worry. I am always there to help you. So such a magnanimous incarnation, Narsingadev. So certainly there are many obstacles coming in our path. So we worship, take shelter of Narsingadev. But it doesn't obstruct the Swarupa of the Jiva. Understand? Now, there is also Gorachand Das Babaji came from Shri Mayapur. Shri Narayan Das Babaji came from Bilva Pushkari. Maya Tirtha. Mayapur it means Maya Tirtha. Adyavanti. There are 7 places which bestow liberation. Adyavanti Patat Graham Kure Kare. This place is also called Ujjain. So Ujjain is the place where Krishna and Balaram they went to Gurukul. Krishna and Balaram with Sandipani Muni. So that this pastime took place in Ujjain. Understand? They are studying 64 hours in 64 days. Generally, you don't see Krishna with long hair, but he had to shave, become a guru, look very cute. Very cute. And so here you see that Krishna and, is like, this actually is Sandipani Muni. Sandipani Muni. Now, this picture actually, you know what it is? This picture shows that Sandipani Muni was actually a Shaivite. This is Sandipani Muni. And he actually, Krishna went to a Shaivite guru. Shaivite means devotee of Shiva because Krishna said, I will be recognized if I go to a Vaishnava to study. So he went to a Shaivite. Then this is the wife of Sandipani Muni. Now this is a typical Indian picture, Indian way of wearing sari. And this is drawn maybe in Marathi style, maybe Kannada style or Marathi style. Maybe a Marathi painter actually has drawn this picture. And so when he graduated, 64 days, Krishna learned 64 arts. So when Krishna was about to graduate, he said, Sandipani Muni told him, you want something. Krishna said, I want to give Guru Dakshina. Means something to Gurudev, offering to the lotus feet of Gurudev for all the knowledge I received, Guru Dakshina. Then Gurudev said, nothing, I want, maybe your mother may want something, means my wife may want something from you, your Guruma. Guruma means Gurudev's wife is called Guruma. Then Krishna asked Guruma, she said, my son had disappeared. had gone in the ocean. So bring back my son. And Krishna brought back Madhu Mangal back to life. So this picture actually shows how Krishna mercifully brought a dead son back to life for his guru and gave back to his guru ma like this. So Krishna studied the 64 arts with Balram in the Gurukula of Sandipani Muni. So you see that here, very wonderful pictures actually. How Krishna and Balram, they are learning 64 arts in 64 days, Gurukula. You can see that Bhagavan is also not exempt from this system. The one devotee is milking the cow, one is raising the cows, some are cutting the wood, sitting under a tree, not any air conditioned rooms. And very simply, they are learning all these arts. And then you'll see that uh, Sudama is his classmate. Sudama from a poor family and Krishna from very rich family, and they are studying together. That's the beauty of Gurukul education. Understand? And you see here Balram and Shri Krishna and Sudama deity is there in Ujjain. So this is the ashram of Sandipani Muni. So they have put these three deities there. So Sandipani Muni taught him actually. So like this. So the first place that bestows liberation actually is Ujjain or Avanti. Adya Avanti Patatgram Korige Maye. Now this Mayapur is second holy place. Some people say Mayapuri means Haridwar. So they say Haridwar also. Either way. So Shatram Kanchi. There is another place which bestows liberation is Kanchi. Chatram Kanchi, Grahana Kashi. The another place which bestows liberation is Kashi. Chatram Nayodhya Vaja Samam Stikata. Ayodhya. Fifth place is Ayodhya, where Ram was born. Then there is also another place that bestows liberation that is called Dwarka. And the fifth place that bestows liberation and bhakti is Mathura. Understand? So Mathura will bestow upon you bhakti plus liberation. But other holy places generally bestow only upon you, they bestow upon you only liberation. Understand? So Mathura is so glorious. But sometimes the Maya, the word Maya is taken as Mayapur or sometimes as Haridwar. Either way. So this is the Mayapur is something called Maya Tirtha. Maya Tirtha. Another name for Mayapur is Maya Tirtha, a very holy place which bestows bhakti also. So he came from Mayapur. And Shri Narayan Das Babaji came from Shri Bilva Pushkarini. Bilva means actually the tree. Um, this Bilva tree is actually, you might have seen. Bilva means a round fruit actually. Um, this is very dear to Lord Shiva. So Bilva Pushkarini. Pushkarini means lake. Maybe a lake where a lot of Bilva trees are around. Shripa Dandi Maharaj always used to take this powder of the Bilva. Maharaj specific formula for countering any disease is neem powder. Once I took over the flat of Shripa Dandi Maharaj in New York, I found some powders there. There is amla powder and bilva powder, pulva powder, also tulsi powder. These things Maharaj always recommends. You take this very good combination. Neem, amla, tulsi, or bilva like this. Maharaj is telling always to me. Any disease will go away if you take this. Yesterday we were talking of a doctor actually. Today I asked him that, one Mataji asked, what is about anger actually? How to get rid of anger? And that doctor told me that anger is actually about liver. He said it's affecting liver. And then, see, for what he told me actually, he told me that how his medicine works. No injection, no medicines, no cost, nothing. He says that, he told me that, reminded that verse, that Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnatva Nama Namino. There is no difference between Krishna and his holy name of Krishna. Understand? Holy name of Krishna is same as Krishna. Understand? So there is no difference in Krishna and Krishna's holy name. But in certain things, we can say mathematically, holy name of Krishna is greater than Krishna. Understand? So this is the greater than operator or less than operator as you look at it. It is a mathematical equation. So he told that the names of medicines also not different from the medicines because it is a subtle thing. For example, we know one medicine, echinacea. I don't remember echinacea, maybe I don't know this is spelling. Echinacea. Echinacea is antibacterial and antiviral like this. He said, if you have the need of this medicine, it's not available. You just write the name and you put it on your body. He said, and it will act. It will be as powerful as the medicine itself. He said, you have skin disease. You simply write these words, the name, on a piece of paper and just tie it around your neck or something. And he said, it will act like name. This name, he said, the name is greater than the name itself. Now, he was telling like this. He said, try it. He said, you have to know what herbs are there. There is one actually, Sripad Danti Maharaj's favorite herb, Simruba. Simruba. Uh, Amazing actually. Bangalore ashram, we have this tree actually called, is given the name Lakshmitaru. So he's telling that this Lakshmitaru, Simruba, um, that name, if you have cancer, you write this name and you simply wear it around your system and you'll see that it is helping in cancer. So there is one Dr. Joshi, Maharaj met him actually, Dr. Sham Sundar Joshi, and he kind of advocated taking this Simruba tree, Lakshmitaru trees decoction. Shivard Maharaj also was telling for cancer. It looks like this actually, Simruba. With nice fruit, good oil is produced from them. So, anyways, lot of things we hear, but it's all subtle body. It is all subtle body. So, you see that here they're making cancer health supplement. But your country, no Simruba is available. No, Simruba powder is not available. You cannot even get access to it. You are in a very remote country. So now Dr. Naveen Wadhwa is telling that you simply scribble the name on a piece of paper and just wear it. Avinnatva Nahamanabhino is going to that extent. It's a good experiment to try it. Anyway, Bilva has a lot of medicinal properties. The renowned Narahari Das came from Sri Moda Drumadipa. Moda Drumadipa. Moda means actually bliss, Druma means tree. So that is Moda Drumadipa. And how this name came about, I think maybe Parvati danced there or something, getting Gauranga's Mahaprasad, something like this. She Paramahamsa Das Babaji and Shri Vaishno Das came from Shri Godruma. Godruma is associated with Surabhi Devi. So Surabhi Devi, when the Markandeya Rishi, you might have heard the story of Markandeya. He had a long lifespan, but he was suffering in the cosmic annihilation. You have seen the story of Markandeya. He was a child and he had a short lifespan. But when Yamaraj comes on riding on a male buffalo. All right. Now this male buffalo, that's why we don't drink buffalo milk because it is too much fatty and causes heart blockages. Buffalo is actually synonymous with death. So Lord Shiva came out of the Shiva Linga because this boy was embracing the Shiva Linga and he chased away Yamaraj and he protected the life of this market and gave him a blessing of long lifespan. But he was suffering at a time of cosmic annihilation because there was water of cosmic annihilation everywhere. So finally, Markandeya, he actually went to the ocean. He was floating in the ocean of cosmic annihilation. And when he was floating in the ocean of cosmic annihilation, Surabhi, and actually that, Markandeya was floating in this, everywhere there's water, right? And he saw Krishna lying on a leaf of banyan tree. Now, banyan tree is another big tree. So, um, it drops the shoots and it grows and grows and grows. So you'll see that there is actually a banyan tree uh, in botanical garden of. You see, this is a banyan tree. Now you see, these are one single banyan tree, and they say that it is spread over expanse of maybe 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers is huge because it drops the shoots. Again, tree grows. Again, tree grows. You see the great banyan tree. You see how big it is? So huge. One single tree is this entire area. So this banyan tree is actually, you see that it is like growing like anything. The largest tree in the world is located in India. It is the largest tree, the Great Banyan Tree. The Great Banyan Tree is one of the greatest attractions and landmark of Indian Botanic Garden. The tree Ficus bengalensis family Moravi is more than 250 years old and spread over an area of about 1.5 hectares with about 2,880 pro- prop roots. A wonder in plant kingdom, the tree occupies its position in the Guinness Book of the World Records. Understand? Means it is spread over 1.5 hectares. Understand? Huge tree. So Krishna was sleeping on this particular. Krishna was seen sleeping on this particular leaf, banyan leaf actually. Karara vindena mukhara vindam. Padara vindena viniveshayantam. Batasya putrasya pato puteshayanam. Balam mukundam manasa smarami. So that is how he had darshan of Lord Krishna, because Krishna thought that this is the cosmic water of annihilation. Everything has, all the planet systems are submerged in the water. No one is watching me, so let me put my toe in my mouth. And everyone is telling my toe is very sweet, my toe is very sweet. So let me see how sweet is my toe. So Krishna placed his toe in his mouth and he had darshan of that. And our Markandeya Rishi had darshan of Krishna at that time. But then Surabhi actually protected his life. Surabhi, she gave him hot milk, and she then Markandeya said that this particular region is not submerged in water. What is the reason? Then she said this is the this region is not ever submerged inside the water because this is actually the eternal abode of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is called Godrumapita. The name came Go means cow, Druma means a huge banyan tree there also. So anyways, Shri Shachinandan Das came from Shri Samudragad. Now this actually name Shachinandan is also very loaded. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is called Shachinandan. Generally, the love the father has for child, the Shastra says that actually the love of the mother is 100 times more. The love of the mother for child is 100 times more than the love of the father actually. So she, because he comes from the body, so that is actually the thing. So when we call out him Shachinandana, then Mahaprabhu is very pleased. More than Jagannath Sutta, Jagannath Nandana, Shachinandana is a very sweet name. Immediately invokes the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Came from Samudragad. The Samudragad is the place where King Samudra Sen was living. And he actually defeated Bhima. He defeated Bhima and Mahaprabhu gave him darshan. Krishna gave him darshan to Samudra King Samudra Sen. And another reason why it's called Samudra Sen, because the Samudra means ocean. He took shelter of Ganga and came to see the pastimes of Mahaprabhu. Then he requested his wife Ganga, hey Ganga, I could not see Mahaprabhu's pastimes. So then Mahaprabhu promised Ganga that I will give a chance to your husband to relish my pastimes when I go to Jagannath Puri after taking sannyas. 24 years I will be in Jagannath Puri. And then I will be sometimes floating in the Jagannath Puri. So Mahaprabhu is always going to the ocean, jumping in the ocean, thinking that it is Jamuna. So ocean also got a good chance to serve Mahaprabhu. But actually that was an expansion of Mahaprabhu. Really speaking, Mahaprabhu, original Mahaprabhu never leaves Navadvip, but he saw the expansion of Mahaprabhu. And these particular fisherman actually got the Mahaprabhu. He put the net in the water just to get a fish, but actually he didn't get a fish, but he got a huge body of Mahaprabhu. And now he never touched Mahaprabhu, but the net had touched Mahaprabhu and he had touched the net, and the current came anyways. And the current of love came and he was, oh, Krishna, 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 he was telling like that. And all devotees were searching, where is Mahaprabhu, where is Mahaprabhu? Sarup Damodar saw this fisherman. He realized this fisherman must have seen Mahaprabhu, otherwise no one can be mad calling out Krishna, Krishna like this. So he told fisherman, where is Mahaprabhu? He said, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Then ghost, ghost, ghost. He said, I am haunted by a ghost. And Sarup Damodar said, I know how to get rid of a ghost. Gave him a tight slap on his cheeks. And then he came to consciousness and he said, that way, that way. Then they took out Mahaprabhu from the water, and Mahaprabhu's all the joints had separated. He was so mad in love. So the ocean, the Mahaprabhu is mad in separation of Krishna. Yamuna Krishna Vikali Keli Mandalam Vyakta Gupta Drupta Drupta Bhangi Madana Kulam. So ocean also got that fortune. So you see, Mahaprabhu is now here in Jagannath Puri, near Jagannath temple. Understand? So Mahaprabhu is worshipping. Ocean also got that good fortune. So Samudra got. And the Vaishnavas' foreheads were decorated with vertical tilak markings, Urdhva Pundra, indicating that their bodies were temples of Hari. On their necks, they wore tulsi malas and their limbs looked splendid, being stamped with the names of Sri Gaur Nityananda. Alright, so vertical marking, Urdhva Pundra Tilak is very, very important. We have to wear Urdhva Pundra Tilak because Urdhva Pundra Tilak is the place of actually Radha and Krishna basically. Radha and Krishna are residing there actually. Urdhva Pundra Tilak. So one actually is actually Radha and one is actually Krishna, and middle portion is actually uh, middle portion is actually empty. So that is actually the thing. So vertical tilak, we have to put this vertical tilak. So Urdhva Punda tilak, without uh, putting on Urdhva Punda tilak, everything you do is useless. But if you put Urdhva Punda tilak, even if you don't do it properly, you'll get good result. And our bodies are temples of Sri Hari. And their necks had tulsi malas. Tulsi malas means basically two strands or three strands. I'm wearing two strands right now, but actually three strands are better. But I'm at least wearing two strands. But one strand we don't put. Generally, three strands is better for initiated devotees. But I have put two at least. Something is there, and so, but must wear tulsi mala, and their limbs look splendid, being stamped with the names of Shri Gaur Nityananda. Generally, you write the names of Gaur Nityananda or Radha Krishna. Many devotees put tattoo, but actually it's not good idea because you go to pass tool and this and that. Some held Harinam malas in their hands. Others loudly performed Sankirtan of the Mahamantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, to the accompaniment of Mridanga and Kartas. Now, this is a very powerful instrument, Mridanga. In India, we call it Mridanga. Everything has a meaning. Mrid, the word Mridanga. So, actually, when we say Mrid, the Mrid means actually clay. And Anga means the body, whose body is made of clay. So, basically, literally, Mridanga means clay body. So, you'll see that in India, they make clay Mridangas. Clay Mridanga. And there is actually in ISKCON also that polyester mridanga is also there, but the clay mridanga is much better. The sound is very nice. And Mandal is also called. So they are selling for 8,000 rupees mridanga, good quality, like this. Anyways, mridanga. So mridanga is always saying the sounds. Dik. Dik means five. Tan. And that means on them. Dik tan, dik tan, dik tan, dik tan, dik, 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 dik. Dhyaritya Mridanga means fire on them. Fire on who? Don't worship Krishna. Those who don't chant Hare Krishna mantra. Those who don't follow Ekadashi. Those who don't read Bhagavatam, Jaiva Dharma. Fire on them, fire on them. That is what the Mridanga says. Tik tak, tik tak. Like this. So devotees are chanting with Mahamantra with Mridanga and Kartal. Kartal actually is cymbals. Some dance continuously as they moved along chanting Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta. In the bodies of many of the Vaishnavas, we are seeing the external manifestations of ecstasy, such as torrents of tears and hair standing on end. While weeping, some called out fervently, "Oh Gaur Kishore, when will you grant me a vision of your eternal pastimes in Navadvip?" There were many groups of Vaishnavas who sang Srinam with accompaniments of Mridanga and other instruments as they walked. So this is the thing, Romanch, tears, hair standing on the end. There are actually Ashtasatvika, 8 transformations, bodily transformations, Romancha, horripilation, Romancha Kampa, Kampa means trembling, someone is trembling intensely, Ashru, Ashru means tears, Romancha Kampa, Vaivaranya, Vaivaranya means actually colorlessness, body becomes colorless, Vepathu, so like this, so all these things are described. And finally, Mriti. Mriti means actually death. But in loving pastimes of Radha Krishna, how can there be death? So it means only fainting. Mriti means simply fainting. These are Ashta Satvika. They will come in the third section. Third section, which will begin 25th chapter onwards, 24 or 25th chapter onwards. That is the third part of Jaiva Dharma. That is called Rasa Vichar. So now what we are doing is that we are laying a foundation for this entering into Rasa Vichar. Without foundation, how can we understand Rasa Vichar? So we'll stop here at this page 243 or end of 242. Page number 242, note down, end or 243 beginning. Jaiva Dharma. So next class, you can simply announce that. So thank you very much for bearing with me. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpataruvekshya kripa sindhubhyo paritanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. If you have any comments or questions, please ask. I think today I am seeing our German sister, Ekadashi Devi, and other devotees.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
So a long time Ekadashi Devi was absent. Now she is suddenly manifest. And also devotees from Hong Kong, China. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Nice to see the devotees because this world actually only devotees are our real brothers and sisters. Understand? And it is a great thing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Bol, Hare Bol. Give Jai Dhvani. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Radha Vanodhyar Ji ki Jai. Jai Mitila Prishtadet Guru Shisham Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Gurudev ki Jai. Mitila Prishtam Vishnupa Shisham Bhaktivedanta Bhaman Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Mitila Prishtam Vishnupa Shisham Bhaktivedanta Trivikram Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Mitila Prishtam Vishnupa Shisham Gaurabandha Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Mitila Prishtam Vishnupa Shisham Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj ki Jai. आचार्य केशी शिष्य भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। सपरिकर जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गोवर्धन द्वादश शवनात्मक शिशु मंडल की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। त्रिंडी स्वामी शिशु भक्तिदांत दंडी महाराज जी की जय। नाम निष्ठ संत श्री अनिरुद्धदास प्रभु की मठेर सेवक वृंद की जय। धामवासी भक्त वृंद की जय। समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। These pinhole glasses came from America, so Maharaj sent me some pieces, and the Chinese devotees are very enthusiastic. They put Hare Krishna right on the lenses. So Hare Krishna is there, so you cannot forget Krishna. And whoever is seeing you cannot forget Krishna either. People are looking very strangely at me. Says, wow, he's preaching like anything. He has put Hare Krishna right on his. Maharaj told me that, oh, glasses have come and Chinese devotees have put Hare Krishna on the glasses. I said, maybe they have put on the side stick or somewhere. Maybe they maybe have put a brand name or label or something. But when I opened the box, I saw they have put right on the lenses. Actually, these glasses have holes in them. Sripad Dandi Maharaj introduced me to them. And there was actually one lady coming from Trinidad. She left the world. And once we got a pair of glasses ready for her from a shop, and it cost 3,000 rupees. 3,000 rupees is maybe almost like $30, $40. And these glasses, I don't know how many much in rupees, 200, 300, at the most 500. And they're unbreakable. You can drop them 100 times, they'll not break because they're plastic. And they have no lenses at all. There are only holes in that. So basically, it's an equidistant holes. That's what these glasses are. And Maharaj told that these glasses are good. And I find them cheaper actually because, imagine you are in Vrindavan and monkey takes away your glasses. A big problem. And these glasses are unbreakable. Monkeys probably will have to take a long time to destroy these glasses. So I used to purchase from Vrindavan, 80 rupees, Retia Bazaar, near Loi Bazaar. And they were okay, but these are very professional. These are very high quality glasses. The Chinese devotees are sent. They sent a lot of them to Maharaj, 500 maybe. So, and they improve your eyesight. They improve your eyesight. Basically, what is happening is that uh, um, that generally speaking, these regular glasses versus the pinhole glasses, I studied a little bit about them because Sripad Dandi Maharaj is always full of surprise because he knows so much actually. And so these pinhole glasses, I studied their benefits. And the rays coming from an object, actually, they enter your eyes in equidistant manner, actually. So basically, they help. They say that using pinholes for cataracts. Many people with cataracts see better through pinholes. A cataract is one or more opacities in the lens that do not allow the light to pass through properly, but instead cause it to scatter. This is actually technical. Using pinholes as sunglasses. Conventional hole type pinhole glasses also reduce the brightness of the sun. These I experienced, just like the sunglasses. Just put on a pair of pinholes on a sunny day and see how the brightness of the sun is reduced. So that is also very good. So means, imagine you have to purchase very expensive sunglasses, $100, $200. What's the use? Same thing will do multiple jobs. Using pinholes as a computer glasses. Now I am using that a lot. It would seem that pinhole glasses offer as good a solution to these problems such as fatigue, headache, dry eyes, eye strain, blurred vision, and double vision. That is actually I am experiencing that. I don't think I can read on my tab or my computer, laptop or mobile without this. Myopia prevention. This brings us to a very important use for pinholes. Myopia prevention, an application that has until now been totally ignored. When a person's eye has become abnormally elongated due to excessive close work, the outermost rays come to a focus in the front of the retina and cause the blurred vision. So this helps actually. That is what the advocates of this particular pinhole glasses. So there are different designs. This is actually Gandhi frame, Gandhiji's frame. Gandhiji used to like the style, and So, anyways, I find them beneficial. Pinhole glasses, and what happened actually? One person he forgot his glasses, and he was in a train. They don't sell glasses on the train, and he had to do a lot of homework. Means he had to do a lot of office work when he was on the train. So what he did, he cut a corner of a newspaper, and he made a hole in that corner of the paper, and through that hole he did all the work. So actually, that is how he got the work done. So basically, pinhole glasses, they have no side effects. They just told that. Uh, so you can read about it actually. Um, so it is inexpensive way, especially given the poverty of India. Not many people can afford glasses actually. Sometimes some charitable organizations give glasses, but they're also break because they're made of glass. Glass means made of glass only, and they may fall down and. But there are some fancy designs. Some people don't want it, but actually, um, scientific basis is there. What is happening is actually the rays which are coming from an object. They are entering your eyes in a parallel manner. Improve eyesight, unisex therapeutic phenomenon classes. They're saying that this is the focal point, your eye of retina, focal point, like eyes, retina also lens. So when rays are coming from an object, they're entering parallelly. And so this is actually improving the eyesight. There's less stress on your eyes when you are actually when you are doing this. Understand? So the scientific explanation is given that the smaller blur cycle on the retina, so you're able to see better with this. And I'm actually anything you say that if sweet rice is really sweet or not, how do you know it? You don't go speculate about it. You know how do you know the mango is sweet or not? Just eat it. The proof of the pudding is in eating it, right? So if the pinhole glasses work or not, don't speculate. Just get a piece of for yourself from Chinese devotees or from anywhere, and just try it. And I've been trying it long time. They look quite funny, but it's okay. They work for me. They're saving my eyes from stress because any day I'm working, I'm on computer 8 hours at least 8 hours. So it's okay. It's helping. It's an expensive solution, and I like inexpensive things. Understand? Hare Krishna, Vanchaka Patravesha Krupa Sindhuveja Paridanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Dandavat. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Dandavat.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Prams. Thank you so much. Sripad Bhaktivedanta Vishnu Maharaj ki jai. Vanchika Patrivesya Kripa
Krupa
Sindhuveja
Sindhuveja Paridanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Danke, danke, danke. Ekadashri danke. Hare Krishna. Dandavat. Hare Bol.
Willkommen.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Dandavat.
Thank you, Maharaj, for attending today, and thank you, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Dandavat.
Thank you, Maharaj,